Everyone telling you that it's not going to work, it's not going to play out, this business idea is not going to work, you'll never make it. That was sort of the biggest challenge to face. Hey guys, my name is Ramin Popal. I am 21 years old and pretty much dropped out of college to pursue e-commerce and Instagram. And my dream has been to, build a 7-figure e-commerce store and build up Instagram pages to hundreds of thousands of followers. And now at 21 years old, have achieved that. And yes, I have more dreams to get to 8 figures now and build a 7-figure e-commerce brand. And build up my page to 1 million followers and beyond those numbers too. So the biggest challenges that I face to getting to where I am today is all the noise that comes with trying to do something different. When you are trying to do something out of the ordinary, which is drop out of college and build a business, it's not normal. The traditional route is to go to college, find a safe job and make a certain amount per year, but I went the other route, which a lot of people don't agree with. So, everyone telling you that it's not going to work, it's not going to play out, this business idea is not going to work, you'll never make it. That was sort of the biggest challenge to face, especially when friends, family, teachers, they're all projecting all of that on you. And business itself is already hard, it's very lonely, it's tough. You're constantly spending 15, 16 hours a day trying to make it work. So you don't not only have the stress of that, but also everyone around you, which is like the closest people around you, telling you that it's not going to work. So that's one of the biggest challenges that I faced to getting to where I am today. So there are a few main steps that have led me to where I am today. And number one is being consistent, showing up every single day. It's very, very important. A lot of people, when they pick up something new, they do it for maybe a few weeks and then they give up because they don't see results. Because in today's day and age, everyone wants instant gratification. No one wants delayed gratification. So being consistent, showing up every single day, even when things weren't going right. For example, for the first 6 to 8 months, I lost money. I didn't even make any money, but I showed up every single day because I knew that me showing up every single day and getting 1% better was going to overall compound, and one day it was gonna work out. Number two, being persistent. So doing anything that I can to make things work. For example, if a problem arises, instead of trying to sway away from the problem and seeing it as hard, I was figuring out solutions on how to fix that problem. So being persistent, doing my best to make it all work out as well. So those are the two biggest things: consistency, being persistent, and number three, working smart as well. Yes, it's very important to work hard, but it's very, very important to work smart as well. There are a few learnings that I want to showcase with share with you guys. Number one is business is going to be tough. And if you go into it knowing that it's going to be tough, knowing that challenges are going to arise, hurdles are going to arise, obstacles are going to arise, you're going to be more prepared for it and you're not going to be surprised when it happens. So when you accept the fact that business is going to be difficult, it's going to be hard, when all these problems, challenges, obstacles, hurdles arise, you're not going to all of a sudden be surprised and shocked that, hey, it's coming here. You're going to be prepared for it. And also when you see, for example, I'm 21, traveling, living it, all that, no one saw what happened behind the scenes, the few years that I did put the hard work in. And the quote goes around, one day it's going to look like it happened overnight. And that's so true. So show up every single day, stay consistent, be persistent, and sooner or later it's going to work out, especially when you do everything that you can to make it work. So what keeps me going every single day, maybe a year or two ago, it was a bit easier because I was in a position where I had to make it work. So I'd show up every single day. Now, once you sort of make it, there's other things that come into it. So at the start, what kept me going was I had no choice but to make it. I put myself in a position where it was either I do e-commerce and Instagram and make it big, or there was nothing at all. So that forced me to literally do everything that I can to achieve that. Nowadays, what keeps me going is sort of seeing how many people I motivate and inspire on a day-to-day basis. You know, every single day I get at least 5 to 10 messages from people all across the world saying how what I'm doing has changed their lives, how my content is helping push them through their day-to-day life, and even my students alone, you know, seeing them go from, you know, working average jobs to now, like, you know, doing what they love, their passion. So that's what keeps me going now, like motivating, inspiring millions of people across the world, and seeing how I'm positively impacting and changing people's lives all across the world. So for me to get to the next level, it's bringing more people onto the team, bringing more A players, like hiring the best. Like, although in our team we already have the best of the best, like building up more team members, and also for myself, getting myself more in a routine and being more professional about my day-to-day base. Because at the same time, I am 21, trying to have fun, you know, sort of just living it up. So I got to get into that mindset of like thinking like a CEO that generates a ton of money, like being professional about my day-to-day base, rather than just like sort of doing what I've been doing from like 18 to like 20-ish. So yeah, for me to get to the next level, it's being more professional about my day-to-day base and bringing on more A players to get to that next level. The two people that, yeah, there's a lot more people that have like, that play an impact on where I've been, but there's two people that are like, you guys should keep a close eye on, is Gary V. So Gary Vaynerchuk, like he like just speaks the truth like all the time, like just spits straight facts, and every single day telling you guys exactly what you need to hear. Now, for example, before anyone was on TikTok, he was pushing out that platform like crazy, and now everyone on today's day and age is on TikTok. He pushes out that you need to be consistent, persistent, and what I've realized is making it now in business, those are the two most important traits that you need to have to be successful. So his content is very good. Like he literally pushes out like 10 pieces of content a day. Like you can follow him from like for like a month, and he'll literally tell you exactly what you need to do in order to go do what you want to do. And the second is Robert Kiyosaki. Robert Kiyosaki is the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, which is a very, very powerful book. So Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki, he's got some amazing videos that you guys can watch on YouTube. So the second person that you guys should watch and keep a very close eye on is Robert Kiyosaki. So Robert Kiyosaki is the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, which is one of the most like popular books like that entrepreneurs read. So read Rich Dad, Poor Dad first of all from Robert Kiyosaki, and also watch a lot of the videos on YouTube where you see Robert Kiyosaki talking, like the way that he views the world and money and work is very, very fascinating, and he's got a very, very different point of view on how things work. And like Robert Kiyosaki's generated over $100 million plus with all of his businesses. So when someone's generated money like that, they know like their words hold a lot of like value and power. So definitely keep a look out on Robert Kiyosaki and Gary Vee as well. Yeah, the next person I recommend for the interview is Nicholas Petty. Nicholas moved to Dubai at the age of 18, and he generated $1 million in 45 days. At the age of 18, I think, yeah, 18 or 19, he did $1 million in 45 days, which is pretty crazy. Like, you know, I've done like $250,000 in a month, but like Nicholas doing $1 million in 45 days, like it's super, like it's just crazy, especially for an 18-year-old that didn't even go to college or uni, and like he barely passed high school as well. So Nicholas is like an Instagram genius, Instagram king. So definitely like he'll be the next candidate for this interview.